Hello and welcome to another Raggy's beer review, and a special beer review when we come to think of it. So, newly released into Waitrose nationally is Round Corner Brewing. These guys are based in Melton Mowbray, winners of many awards, and this is their 10 hours in LA, a Pacific Pale Ale, 5.2%. We'll read what it says. So, this Pacific Pale Ale is all about rarity. Loaded with Waka and Motueka, 10 hours in LA is the infamous stopover all Antipodians, that's how you say it, travelling to the UK know only too well. It's now in the layover these South Pacific hops have made on way to your glass. It's now the layover. Yeah. So it's won an International Beer Gold Challenge, a European Beer Challenge Gold, 2 years, a World Beer Awards Gold, and World Beer Awards England winner. So quite the beer, 5.2%. Pale and gently hazy, 10 hours in LA, is loaded with hops from the South Pacific. Deliciously soft with a laid-back bitterness, showcasing exotic citrus and luscious tropical aromas. This is our vision of the perfect pale ale. So yeah, sounds good. Been to the brewery over in Melton Mowbray, you know. The day we went, full of farmers to be fair, but it is that sort of area. Went to the craft beer bar that's there as well, and the name escapes me, but nonetheless, fantastic place, some great beer. Didn't do a brewery tour, but there was brewery tours on that day anyway. So at the moment this is a clear pour, but it might well change. Looks a bit like a West Coast pale. It's got that certain colour to it, with a white head, lots of carbonation going off inside, and you can see that on the camera. I can see it my side, but wherever you can see it, that's another thing. Quite the pokey blend of tropical and citrus, but a very hoppy nose on this. Wow, it's got some kick in it, that has. Anyway, cheers. Great to see these guys finally in a UK supermarket. This year they was at UK Nottingham's Craft Beer Festival. And again, bitey, a blend of the tropical and citrus, very hoppy. One thing it's not bland. If anything has been my critique of the beer world, certainly recently, is that pale ales are seemingly more bland than ever. And I want beers with flavour. A beer that you drink and straight away it's like, whoa, it's got something to it. I don't want something you drink and you're like, okay, boring. You know, I want something with flavour. I want something that pushes the boat out. Wow. It's got a good kick to it, gotta be honest. I mean, for me personally, it's great to see a local, Melton Mowbray is local to me, literally 35 minutes away, past that oval roundabout that the council I think have now sorted out, with the like 50 yards of probably the worst potholes I've ever seen in my life. I think they've sorted that out now, thankfully. and going into Melton Mowbray. And yeah, watch your sat nav, because the sat nav takes you on the right guided tour. But then once you get in there, and then you're in heaven, you know, this fantastic place, tons of keg and canned beer. I think there might have been some cask while I was there. It's a year or so ago now, so you know, I do forget. I think it was just about a year and a few months ago. Yeah. So there's the last of it in. Always do that because I want to see what it's like, because beers settle in cans. So there you are. And like I say, it's got that golden, slightly West Coast pale look to the beer. There we go. And have you ever had Round Corner Brewing? Check them out. You know, it doesn't matter where the brewery is in the UK. You know, in each area of the UK there are breweries. This is a Leicestershire-based brewery, really flying the flag for Leicestershire, and thank God somebody is. But yeah, there are other breweries in Leicestershire. But yeah, 06 and Everard's the only two that come actually to mind. But nonetheless, Round Corner do an amazing job of really flying that flag. Their other beer in Waitrose, if you've got a Waitrose near you, we have not. There's not a Waitrose in Nottingham. We have to go to Newark to go to a Waitrose, which is balmy. We have got a mini Waitrose in the city centre, but it doesn't stock the beers. That's the other beer, Drovers. It's their Session IPA. To be fair, they've got a ton of decent beers. So, you know, it's well worth certainly checking out the website, because you'll get all the beers. And you might get some special offers as well. I didn't get my beers from the website. I went straight to the source, to Melton Mowbray. And then obviously found the craft beer bar that was in Melton Mowbray, whose name absolutely I forget. But it was a cracking craft beer bar nonetheless. And I think they're the only one there anyway, so it's not hard to find. Craft beer micro pub. But yeah, Round Corner Brewing finally made it onto the grand stage. You know, for me personally, as a Nottingham beer reviewer, you know, focusing a lot on what the East Midlands has to offer, to you know, to broadcast it not only to East Midlands, to the rest of the UK, to Europe, and then the world. You know, people watch beer reviews. More people watch beer reviews than you can ever imagine. They don't say anything. A lot never say a thing. Then you'll get someone say, I watch your beer reviews, thank you. And it's like, wow, you know. And it's these little things people watch. Maybe they may only watch one beer review, but they watch, they listen. A lot of people never say a thing. And it's amazing, you know, the good that comes out of us, beer reviewers, doing what we do. And, you know, for very little fanfare, apart from, I mean, unless you're somebody like Real Ale Craft Beer, you know, he gets the fanfare. The majority of the rest of us get none, or very little. I mean, there are beer reviewers out there I've never heard of, and then all of a sudden it comes up and it's like, bloody hell, they've got 3 times the amount of subscribers I've got, and I've never even heard of you. And you know, it is what it is, the world of YouTube, and that they come from nowhere and they just fly past you. And yeah, although I look at certain people as beer reviewers, and they're the ones that I trust their beer reviews because I know who they are. You know, But there you go. So, cracking beer, cracking brewery, you know. Like I say, you're going to get tropical and citrus flavours from this. It's very hoppy, you know. It's there's a lovely bitterness to it. Oh, showcases the different flavours. You're all going to get different flavours. I'd like you to get the different flavours. If you've got a Waitrose near you, and that's the critical thing, go to Waitrose. Go and try these beers. You know, if you've never had Round Corner, go and try them. If you like them, talk to your pub. You know, Round Corner. They're based obviously in Leicestershire, but I'm sure they're UK wide on their, you know, distribution. They're well worth some of the amazing beers they make. I mean, I've reviewed, I went to the tap room, I reviewed some in the tap room. I bought a load of cans home, reviewed all the cans at home, and yeah, some absolutely belting beers. And it's great for me personally, although they don't know me, you know, as a person. I've never spoke to anybody from Round Corner or emailed them or anything, but I do respect great breweries. Would I drink this again? Yes. Do I want to see it at somewhere like the Crown in Beeston, where I normally frequent? Oh yes. I think the Crown in Beeston, a tap takeover, if I'm talking directly to someone from from Round Corner, then yes, I'd love to see that happening. You know, talk to, you know, there's people there. Jodie is probably the main one, but yeah, I'd love to see a tap takeover at the Crown in Beeston. But anyway, back to normal. Yeah, enjoyable beer, tropical and citrus flavours and aroma. Out of 5 for me, a good 4.2 out of 5. Thank you for watching. And now I've got to cook the wife dinner, so I've got to be good. Cheers.